Welcome to SV Union High School and Junior College. We had already started with Standard A Computer Chapter number 6, Tools Used in Photoshop. In the part 1 of this chapter, we had learned about the different editing tools like spot healing brush tool, patch tool, red eye tool, clown stamp tool, eraser tool, blur tool, smudge tool, and in this part 2 we are going to continue with the remaining editing tools. Let's start with the part 2 of this chapter, tools used in Photoshop. Now let us learn about the dodge tool. If we want to lighten or darken the area of the image, then we use dodge tool. It is based on a traditional photography technique for regulating exposure on specific areas of a print. Photographers hold back light to darken an area on the print or increase the exposure to darken areas on a print. The more you paint over an area with the dodge tool, the lighter or darker it becomes. To use the dodge tool, we have to follow few steps. First, open the image. Second, in the toolbox, select the dodge tool. Third, in the option bar, click the down arrow button of the brush option and select a softer edge brush to get better results. Fourth, in the options bar, select the range and set the value of exposure option. Fifth, click and drag the mouse on the image area to lighten the pixels. In this image here, on the left hand side, you can see the original image, and the image on the right hand side is shown with the use of the dodge tool, which the image has become lighter. Let's learn about the burn tool. It softens the hard edges or reduces the detail in an image. The more you paint over an area with this tool, the blurrier it becomes. Let us follow the steps. First, open the image. Second step, make a selection to darken the area using any of the selection tool, or you can darken the whole image without making any of the selection tool. Third, in the toolbox, choose the burn tool. Fourth, in the options bar, set the percentage for exposure option. Here in this image, on the left hand side, we can see the original image, and on the right hand side, we can see the image after using the burn tool, which can be seen darker than the image on the left hand side. Type tool in the Photoshop creates the vector outlines and mathematical shapes to define the symbols of a typeface. Type tools has 4 options: horizontal type, vertical type, horizontal type mask, and vertical type mask. With the help of the horizontal type tool, we can create horizontal standard text, that is from left to right and top to bottom. With the help of vertical type tool, we can create vertical text top to bottom and right to left. It is useful to write in oriental languages like Japanese or Chinese, or if you want to experiment with typographic design. Horizontal type mask tool, vertical type mask tool creates a quick mask using the type shape as a selection. Here in the image you can see horizontal type tool, vertical type tool, horizontal type mask tool and vertical type mask tool. Now let us learn about the horizontal type tool. First we have to open the image. Say let us take an image of any of the flower, cartoon, anything which we want from the sample pictures folder under my documents. Second, select the type tool and choose horizontal type tool. Third, from the option bar, click on chart and paragraph palette icon. Character dialog box will appear. Change the font type to Algerian, font size to 12 and font color to white. Let's see the fourth step what we have to do. Click on the image where you want to start typing and then type the required text. Say cartoon. Fifth, the type text cartoon is displayed on the image. Sixth, use Move tool to change the position of the written text. Here on the right hand side of the screen you can see the character dialog box. Here in this image on the left hand side you can see use of the horizontal type tool, and in the image on the right hand side you can see the use of vertical type tool. Now let us learn how we can wrap a text in a variety of shapes like an arc or a wave. We have to follow the steps to wrap a text. First, select the type layer. Second, in the toolbox, choose the type tool. Third, click the Create Wrap Text button in the options bar. In this image you can see the options bar. Now let's continue with the fourth step. The wrap text dialog box appears. Click the drop down arrow of the style box and select a style. Fifth, you can also select the orientation, horizontal or vertical. Sixth, if required, specify the values for bend, horizontal distortion or vertical distortion. Seventh, click on the OK button. In this image here we can see wrap text dialog box has appeared. The image here shows the use of the wrap text option, and you can see the text typed in the arc form on the image. In the viewing tools, there are two types of viewing tools, hand tool and the zoom tool. The zoom tool is shaped like an old-fashioned magnifying glass, and the hand tool, not surprisingly, is shaped like a hand. These tools allow you to magnify areas of an image when you are performing close detailed work and reduce them to get an overall view of the image. Let's learn about the zoom in tool. When we pick in this tool, this always by default it is zoom in only. Note the plus sign in the middle of the magnifying glass icon. This tool works in two ways. Click the icon once in the area you wish to enlarge. The area will be magnified by a factor of 2. Click and drag a rectangle around the area you wish to enlarge, and the area will be magnified to fit in the existing window. To use the zoom out tool, we have to pick the zoom tool and hold down the Alt key. Note the negative sign in the icon, or right click with the mouse and select the zoom out option from the drop down. Click on the image and the drawing zooms out in a factor of 2. With the help of the handout tool, we can move our image within an window. It makes our job shortcut. So, if you are zoomed in and your image area is larger than the window, you can use the handout tool to navigate around your image. Just click and drag. You can get to this tool at any time when using any other tool by pressing and holding the space bar. Let's learn about the layer palette. It lists all the layers in an image, starting with the topmost layer. You can use the layer palette to show and hide the layers, create new layers, delete layers, etc. To display the layers palette, select Window, Layers. On the right hand side of the image, you can see the layer palette. Let's know how to give the background layer. When we create a new image with a white background or a colored background, the lowermost image in the layer palette is the background. An image can have only one background. We cannot change the stockings order of a background or its opacity, but we can convert a background layer to a regular layer. The image on the right hand side, you can see the background layer. I hope you all have understood till here. We will stop in this video till here and continue the remaining part of the chapter in the next video. We will come back soon with the remaining part of the chapter in the next video. Till then, thank you.